Hi guys, on the show this week, a Riesling from Germany's Rheingau with a distinct X factor, coming right up. Hi guys, welcome to yet another edition of Big on Wine, the channel which, as you know by now, or should know by now, brings you news, clues and reviews about, yes, everything in the world of wine. And my wine of the week for this week is this one here. It goes by the very simple name of X-Berg Riesling, and the vintage is 2016. And this wine comes in for just under €16 a bottle where I am. Okay, this is a German Riesling, something I don't review too often on the show. It actually comes from the Rheingau wine producing region, which is in the state of Hesse. Now, if you're wondering exactly where the Rheingau region is, you'll know that the River Rhine flows north, and when it gets to Wiesbaden, the city of Wiesbaden, it turns west for a while, and the Rheingau is basically the area to the north of the River Rhine in this area, to the west of Wiesbaden, so south-facing slopes. Now, Rheingau is one of Germany's 13 designated regions for producing quality wines, and the Rheingau produces about 3% of Germany's total wine production. The big grape in this area is the Riesling, which accounts for about 80% of wine production, followed by the Pinot Noir. Okay, so we're dealing with a classic German Riesling wine here. And if we take a look at it, we can see that it has a wonderful deep yellow gold colour. So a very, very impressive colour in the glass there. Now this is 100% Riesling with 12% alcohol and about 7 grams of residual sugar. So a dry wine, just a touch of sugar in there. Right, let's take a look at this more closely in the nose. Now, in the nose, this has aromas of, what would we call it? Ripe citrus, I think we'd call it. So fairly ripe, mature citrus fruits. But there's also something else in there as well, something a little bit more stony or minerally in nature, I think. Could even be a little touch of plum in there as well. So an attractive blend, citrus, plum in the nose, and a wonderful colour, I have to say, wonderful colour. All right, let's try this in the mouth. That is wonderful. I've managed to get the temperature right on this one. You want to be serving this around about the 8 or 9 degree mark. Now that has got good acidity. The same elements come through in the mouth as in the nose. So that ripe citrus, but also behind it, there are apple notes in there as well. So kind of yellow apple, I would say, and plum in there. Maybe even, let's try it one more time. Maybe even a touch of more stone fruit, so apricot or peach in there as well. Very nice. And also quite a heavy dose of minerality. This is a wine that really does fill the mouth with flavour. So this has the minerality and the acidity, I think, which is big enough to cope with even pretty full flavoured dishes. So this begs the question, what is our X-Berg Riesling going to be good with at the dinner table? Well, I think the natural accompaniment would obviously be fish and seafood. Entrees of pretty much any a distinction, I think. And sushi, why not? I think the flavour there, the powerful flavour of the sushi would go nicely with the strong minerality and just that touch of sweetness in this X-Berg Riesling here. Now, I've even tried it with a mild Indian vegetable curry, and the results were extremely good indeed. So this is a very versatile wine, basically intended for fish and seafood, but also will stretch to veggie dishes and even those with a touch of spice. Now, as I say, the recommended serving temperature for your X-Berg Riesling is around the 8 or 9 degree mark. Let's bring you the heads up on this one. This is a young Riesling from Germany's Rheingau to the north of the River Rhine in the state of Hessen. It's got some excellent ripe citrus, some other stony fruit in there, lots of minerality, flavourful wine here. It comes in at a reasonable price. X-Berg Riesling 2016. I'm going to give this wine 4 stars out of 5. Okay guys, many thanks for taking the time to watch today's video and this little introduction to the X-Berg Riesling. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen and heard. If you have, then please feel free to drop a comment down below. Give us the thumbs up, for which we are always extremely grateful. And of course, you can hit that big red button in order to subscribe. I'll be back again next week with another great wine of the week for you. But until we meet again, this is Tony Melba signing off and saying, hey, take care out there. Be good to each other, enjoy your wines, and cheers.